You're listening to Product Biz Made Easy, episode 11, and today we're talking all about how to find your ideal customer plus where they're hanging out so you can market properly to them. So I hope you'll stick around.
Welcome to the Product Biz Made Easy podcast, where we help you scale your product-based business. Your award-winning host and serial entrepreneur, Becky J. Anderson, created an 8-figure product-based brand that was sold all over the world and in big box retail stores. Each week, she will be sharing sales strategies, marketing advice, or inspiring interviews to help you scale your product-based business. Now, on to the show.
Today we're talking all about how to find your ideal customer plus where they're hanging out so you can do proper marketing to them. Plus, I'm going to teach you some hacks on how to spy on your competition. So what is marketing? Marketing is what you say and who you say it to. Pretty simple, right? When you break it down, that's what marketing is. That also means that if you want your business to be better at marketing, and who doesn't, you know we all do, then there are just 2 things you need to do, and I'm going to share them with you. That is, get better at saying the right things and get better at saying it to the right people. So where do you begin? It begins with your customer, knowing who they are right now, where they're hanging out, what they're reading, what questions they're asking, and what they desperately desire from you and your products. It's easier than ever to get insight into your customers if you know where to look. And I'm going to share that with you. So I'm sure you've all had trouble figuring out where your customers hang out. I get asked this question all the time by my clients. I don't know where my ICA is. I don't know how to market to them. I don't know how to find them. So let's look at 3 places I'm going to share with you today on the podcast that you're probably not looking but should be for insights about your customers. The first hack I've got for you here is figuring out who's influencing your customers using Amazon. So what are they reading? Who are they listening to? Who are they learning from? Amazon knows. Believe me, with their algorithms, they know. And if you know where to look, you can find out too. All you need is to have an idea of one person that your customers follow or one book that they read related to your niche. Now head over to Amazon and look up that person or that title. So I'm going to use an example for you. I've got a friend who sells colic belts for babies. You put it on the baby and it warms their belly and they don't cry. And it works almost instantly to get rid of colic. And it's not taking drugs or anything like that. So the name of her company is called Happy Tummy. So I'm going to use her as an example of how to find a competitor or an ICA for her. Okay. So let's go over to Amazon and look at their problem. Their product solves the problem that it solves is colic. So I found a book about colic on Amazon that had a lot of sales and reviews. So I went to Amazon, went to the search, and I put in colic cure for babies. So up pops this book, The Happiest Baby on the Block. And it's got 2,310 reviews. So I'm going, okay, clearly people are buying it. They're all 4 and 5 star reviews, so it must work. So now I've got my first clue, this book by Harvey Kapp. Okay, so then I know that I can target that book on Facebook, or I can target that book because that's going to be the customer that's going to be using the Happy Tummy belt to get rid of colic for their baby. But then you can take it a step further. When you click on something on Amazon, like for example, I have that book open here on my screen. Down below, it also says customers who bought this item also bought. So I click on that and it gives me 6 other books about colic and baby sleeping habits. So now I have 6 names of people that I can target on Facebook or on my ads as someone who would be the same target audience as the Happy Tummy would be. But then you can take it a step further. Now look at products besides books. So when I start looking at the physical products for colic, I find a Windy gas passer. Okay, there's a competitor. It's got 1,000 5-star reviews. They can use that as another page to target. But then you go to the customers who bought this item also bought, and whoa, there's about 5 or 6 more things that come up to cure colic for babies. There's gripe water, there's little remedies, there's all sorts of things that give you an idea of pages and people that you can target. So now it's like you've got all these people that are in your niche or will be looking at your niche to target. So it's such a great strategy as you're looking at Amazon. So as you go through and look at the books, be on the lookout for ones that purport to solve the same problem you do in your business or a similar one. So for these books, look at the customer reviews in particular, the 2, 3, and 4-star reviews. These reviews will show you very clearly in your customers' own words what they liked and didn't like about those products, with what their expectations were and what they were trying to accomplish, which makes the buyers happy or not so happy. So as I'm going through a 1-star review for one of the competitor products, it says 2 cases of severe hiccups within 45 minutes of giving him this product. I'd say it doesn't work as advised. See, so now as my friend is marketing her product, she can say, this product doesn't give your baby hiccups. So let's go to one more 5-star review. These drops made my 5-week-old son cry for hours, and we tried them at 2 different times. I would not recommend these to my worst enemy. So now we know that the verbiage we need to use is, this will make your baby not cry for hours on end. Here's another one for a bad review for a competitive product. Was really hoping this would help with acid reflux. My son threw up violently each time that we gave it to them. So now there's some more words in your customer's exact words of what they're looking for. And you can say, this product does not cause acid reflux, or it would help with if the product really in fact does. So it gives you a real feel of the words in your customer's language if you go to the bad reviews and see what the pain points were of your competitors' products. Then use those words in your marketing as you're targeting those pages for your product. It's a really good hack. So now let's go to another brand. So I've got a coffee brand, a client that's owns a coffee company. And as we're looking for her, we go to Amazon again, do the same thing. We find another brand called Coffee Cult, medium roast coffee beans. It's got thousands of reviews. So clearly it's good. So there's a brand that she can target. But then we click on customers who bought this also bought, and there's a Java press. See, so then it starts to give you ideas of pages that you can target where your ideal customer could potentially be. So it doesn't matter what you're selling, you can use this hack and go through. And then using the same thing, going to that coffee company's bad reviews, it says, too bitter for my taste. So now my client can say, this is not a bitter tasting coffee, if it's not. Then here's another bad review for the competitor. This coffee either turns out far too weak or watery or way too strong and bitter. So those are customers' words that you can use and market the opposite. And then here's another one. Unfortunately, the coffee is extremely bitter. So see, we're hearing the words bitter 2 times in one page out of 3 reviews. So she can market her coffee as this is not a bitter coffee. So how can you take Amazon to help you with your product and find the reviews? Go there, check it out, and see what you can do. The next hack I have for you is figure out what your customer's life looks like using Facebook. So what is their favorite magazine? Where do they shop? Fortunately, Facebook has done the hard work and heavy lifting of staying up to speed with your customers' everyday lives. And if you know where to look, you can harness the power of their algorithms and thousands of data points to better understand your customers too. So let's go back to the Happy Tummy, the very first book that we found, The Happiest Baby. So we punch that into the search on Facebook, and voila, up hops all sorts of things that are related to that. The Happiest Baby book, Baby Center, Baby Shop, Happy Baby Company. So there's all sorts of companies that pop up on this that would have that same target market as the new baby or moms with new babies, where she can target these pages on her ads on Facebook. And as we know, half of the success of your ad and whether it converts or not is targeting the right people. So start a running list of competitors and customers that you can target by using Facebook and Amazon. And when you find them, make sure you write them down so you have that running list so that you don't have to keep going back and doing it. I like to keep the list that I'm going to use for Target in the notes on my phone. And you can just label it and you'll be able to search it and find it every time you're doing an ad. It's super easy. So the next, number 3 and last hack I have for you is find websites similar to yours. So you're going to do a little competitive research. It's your job in this step to brainstorm and put together a list of about 5 to 10 websites that serve the audience you're trying to reach. Create an Excel spreadsheet or Google Doc to track this information so you can keep everything organized and in one place. And think of your competitors' sites or referral partners, and then perform a quick online search to find additional sites. For example, enter your topic, whatever it is. For example, back to my friends, baby colic plus blog, or you could go baby colic plus podcast into Google. Put that into Google and you will be surprised at all the sites that come up. And there's way more places for you to target. So as I put in baby colic plus blog into Google, a whole list of blogs pop up. Magazines, blogs, articles, all about colic. And it will give me ideas on places to target as well as verbiage that I can use in their words that would help me target the real pain points of this client's problem. There's other places you can go to find different places too. There's alltop.com. It's a search where you can put in baby colic remedies or whatever your issue is, and a bunch of places will pop up. You can also go to BuzzSumo. It can be used for competitive research as well. Enter your topic in the front page search bar, click the search button, and you'll see a whole list of the most shared posts on the topic that you're looking for. So as I put in baby colic into BuzzSumo, up comes an article, baby massage and relaxation to help colic, and it shows you how many times it's been shared. 4,100 times on Facebook, 1,000 times on Pinterest, only 2 times on on Twitter, 0 on LinkedIn, and 1 time on Google. So this is a great tool for finding out places where your customer is reading and researching their pain points. So BuzzSumo gives us the top 5 most popular posts for that website from the past year, and then displays the social data for the post. So it's a very, very valuable resource. You can use it free a few times, and then I think it's like $10 or $12 a month to keep it going. But once you've noted the most popular sharing platform for this site, repeat the process for all 5 to 10 blogs on your list. Trends should emerge, and you'll likely be able to discover readers' top 2 favorite sites, where they're hanging out, and what you can do. So another way to research your competitors is to go to Alexa and punch in whatever you found, the competitor. So back to the colic, my friend with the colic product, the competitor, remember the first one, Happiest Baby? So we go to happiestbaby.com, punch that into Alexa, and it gives me the global ranking of their website and the US ranking. It also will give me how many page views the customers are looking at, how long they're staying on the page, what their bounce rate is. And then it will give me competitive keywords that are driving traffic to that website. So this is a great way to research your competitors, punch them into Alexa, find out what's driving traffic to their website. And then you can, if those words are relevant to yours, you can use those words in your marketing and in your targeting. Another cool thing about Alexa, it will give you the websites that people visited immediately after the site that they were on. So then you know what other websites that your competitors or your customers are using from your competitors. And then it also gives you sites that are related to their website. So, for example, I put in the Happiest Baby, and up comes the happiestbaby.org, the fussybabysite.com, liveswell.com, mybabysleepingguide.com, websites that we haven't run into in our search, but now there's some more information to make it relevant. So I sure hope this information helps you, and you should be able to quickly and easily find out your ideal customer, where they're hanging out, and how to target them. So if you need any help figuring that out, you can find me at beckyjanderson.com. I hope you'll go over there and sign up for my list so you get more of these type tips to help you. And you can always go to the Work With Me section and click on the 90-minute session, and I will help you find your customers and the keywords that you can use to target if you can't figure that out. So anyway, thanks a lot for listening. Make sure you share this with your friends that would benefit from it. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.